What's up, Weebs? So, Editor Wrath here. I've noticed while going through this episode, there's a lot of audio mishaps for whatever reason. It's pretty minor. I don't know if it'll bother you or not, but just in case it does, I apologize in advance. Hopefully, you still enjoy this episode nonetheless. But without further ado, let's get to it. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're listening to this, and welcome to the Weebly Comic Podcast, a podcast where every week we are talking about anime, manga, comic book movies, and the latest entertainment news. I'm Diego, also known as Wrath, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Brennan.
What up?
And Adrian, aka Star Psycho.
Yo.
And this week we're missing Jay again. But we have a pretty quiet week in terms of anime news, but we do have a lot of One Piece things to talk about to make up for it, I think. On the other side of the spectrum, we got some exciting Marvel news for me personally, and some drama concerning a certain DC star, but that's for later.
Ready to roast.
So, as always, there are time codes in the description, as well as the links to all our socials, my YouTube channels, you know the deal. So, to kick it off, let's just talk about all the One Piece stuff. So, first, let's talk about the thing that I think all of us have the least amount to say. They announced that there is going to be a One Piece game. Like, the story is written by Oda himself, which is kind of interesting, but it's a One Piece game, so, you know. But it's called One Piece Odyssey. What are y'all's thoughts on that?
It is a JRPG, and I saw the trailer for it, and a little bit of gameplay of it. I'm gonna be honest, the game kind of looks choppy just from the trailer itself. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's rigid, so there's not the movement, just not there. It's a cool concept. You literally can play as any of the characters. You can play as Luffy, all the Straw Hats. You can also do like a trio attack, which kind of looks dope.
Honestly,
And
though, I didn't even bother watching the trailer because every time that I hear a new anime game get announced, if it's not a fighting game, I don't give a shit. But what do you think, Brennan? You got any thoughts?
You kind of hit exactly what it's an anime game, bro. When it comes out, I'll look at gameplay, but it does not pique any interest of mine.
Well, something that does pique my interest, on the other hand. We got a new One Piece Film Red visual, and we also got the release date for Japan, at least. It's going to be, if you're in Japan and you're listening, it'll be coming out on August 6th, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say like maybe the character design looks like the one we saw in the teaser. It was like a little girl, not a little girl, but it was like a girl who was singing.
Oh yeah, so for the visual, we got a look at a brand new character. And honestly, her character design is fire. I ain't even gonna cap.
I agree, because like I liked her design, but I want to see what her role is in the movie. Is she actually the girl we saw from the teaser trailer, and she just sings? Like, is she
See,
the villain? I don't know.
I was gonna say I've seen a lot of speculation that she's actually gonna be the villain for the movie, and I'm like, I mean, it kind of quote in like very, what's it called?
She
Like
might be like the
quotations,
villain.
asterisks, like it kind of makes sense because like the jacket that she's wearing looks like it could be like a very customized admiral jacket or whatever.
Uh,
Like I said, like
I don't
heavy
know.
asterisks, quotations, like
I
very.
I want to say that it doesn't look like anything Navy oriented, and it seems like if anything, she has like her own Jolly Roger in the background of the visual.
Yeah,
So I don't even think she's Navy affiliated. She
I
probably
don't
like
know.
her own thing. But I feel like if anything, she might be like the same thing with the last movie where we had the brains of the operations, and then we also had like the bronze, like someone who can like change their things with their will physically around. So I don't know. That's my guess for her role in the movie.
True, true.
I mean, I don't know anything about, like, I'm so far behind still. It's hard for me to think anything. I mean, I guess it looks cool, interesting, but like I got really nothing.
Mm.
There's not much to say. I see what you mean about the admiral thing, but I don't know. They got this weird steampunk thing going, so it kind of fits the theme.
Yeah.
I just I don't know. All I know is I want to. I hope Shanks is in it so Adrian can go fanboy over Shanks.
I like James, but I'm not I'm not that big of a Shanks fan. I just want to see what he does because he just
I'm sure any like One Piece fan wants to just see what he
oh
does.
yeah, because like the most we've seen him do is from Reverie, then also from Marineford.
Yeah.
But we fiend for some more. We need to
I
see
mean,
what he bout.
I ain't even gonna lie. I want to see what Shanks is capable of because there ain't no way that you cannot have a devil fruit and be like so feared as this man is.
Yeah, I saw like this one TikTok who was like either he's the weakest Yonko or he's so like in his own league that it's ridiculous.
It's
I feel
gotta
like
be,
he's like
bro.
a Goldie Roger, if anything.
Probably.
Because Roger didn't even have a devil fruit, but yeah, he's was on par with
Whitebeard.
Whitebeard. Yeah. And all these other legendary people like Shiki, Garp,
Yeah.
Rocks too.
So since we're on the subject of fiending for for a look at Shanks, since supposedly this movie will be having Shanks in some capacity, since it's coming out in August, do y'all think that we're gonna be seeing it next year, like here in the U.S.?
Yeah, I would say probably like 3 months later.
Really?
Yeah, I mean at least maybe even shorter because Toei.
True.
I forgot because I remember Stampede came out, but and did like come out like a year later.
Mm-hmm.
So we are gonna definitely wait for sure. Which I wish we didn't have to, but it's just not a Dragon Ball film. It's a One Piece film.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna slow it? Like, keep in mind, anime movies have been doing like crazy numbers lately,
Crazy.
so they might low key try to push it as fast as possible.
I'm hoping that like since we're on the subject of that, I'm hoping that like we at some point we get to a point where like, it drops in Japan and then like a month later it'll be over here. Kind of like how some movies like for example, Sonic just came out today or is coming out this week, sorry, in Europe I think. And then we're getting it sometime next month. So like I hope it kind of becomes something like that to where like it's only a few weeks in between the releases for different countries.
Yeah, I mean, with anime starting to do so good over here, I can't imagine that companies are gonna want to wait that long. Because
Yeah.
think even Jujutsu Kaisen, like that movie is a movie that we probably should have had to wait for, considering it's like a newer anime and stuff like that. But we got it, not too long after.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're getting closer to that.
All right. Well, do y'all want to talk or
Hmm?
not really you since you don't read the manga cuz you're not caught up. But Adrian, should we discuss chapter 1044 a little bit?
We can deep dive in how we can just
I
dip our
wouldn't
toe in
say
a little
deep
bit.
dive. I just want to
Yeah.
kind of discuss the new thing for Luffy. And with that being said, if you don't read the manga, skip to the next subject, the time codes. Check the time codes. But anyways, Gear 5, my guy. Oh,
Year 5, Joy Boy,
Joy Boy, Sun God
Nika,
Nika,
bro.
the
This
whole shebang.
oh my god, that was
Is he
just
calling it Gear 5 or the Devil Fruit Awakening?
It's
he's
it's
calling it
called
Year
Gear
5.
5,
Yeah.
but he's awakened the fruit at the same time. So it's like I don't know if Gear 5 just means that he like that's when he uses the awakening or what.
I think that's when he's using the awakening because he calls the awakening Year 5. It's dope. His man's he's a man that's ridiculous. It is literally the most ridiculous power.
Yeah. Honestly though, like seeing that the One Piece anime is like going on hiatus indefinitely because of, the hack server thing. It kind of makes me sad because that means that we're going to have to wait a while to see this animated. And like in all reality, it's a good thing for the anime, but like at the same time, I just want to see this chapter animated.
Dude, I want to see. Oh, once we see like the revelation, and then him just how he just came back
I
was
just
just
want the
insane.
animated gif of him laughing at the end of the chapter. That's all I want.
Dude, I just want to see him grab Kaido. I want to see Kaido's face like, what the fuck? And then just gets yeeted out into the roof again and just is slanged around like he's just a rag doll.
I
That
think
shit was funny.
it's gonna be so weird seeing it animated actually because like him grabbing the ground and pulling the ground up to block the fucking blast from Kaido. It
Not even, he just redirected it to Kaido and it's like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, I look. I know that a bunch of people were anticipating Gear 5 to be like, edgelord tier, but seeing this goofy ass be even more goofy, it's great.
I see some people like says like I kind of want that animosity, and I do too. But at
But
the
that's
same
not
time,
Luffy.
yeah, like they're more thinking of like that's like Luffy when he's like on his downtime or like with Usopp and Chopper and all of them. But like
Yeah.
against his like enemies, where you going against Kaido and like
If they want the
uh,
animosity, that's what you got to look at Sanji and Zoro for, cuz they'll bring it in spades, bro.
especially yeah, both of
Especially
Sanji.
especially Zoro. I'm gonna be so sad when this shit is over because Oda's just goaded, bro. Like
People were telling it's an
this
ass
chapter
whooping.
was
I hate
so crazy that fucking news stations were talking about it.
yeah, the French news station's like, yeah, the fans are going crazy over this not this new manga, this new chapter. I'm like, yeah, because years of anticipation, seeing Gear 5, looking that shit up in 2018, bro, and you just saw armament, Luffy all over his body. No, no one could have predicted what Luffy was gonna look like. And I mean, no one. They were half right. He got, oh, he's gonna be mythical Zoan type, Zoan, Sun Wukong, or he's gonna be special paramecia resin. He's gonna awaken that. No, people were half right, but
Yeah.
not Sun God Nika. He
Yeah.
was Joy Boy, but not Joy Boy the fruit. I just I love One Piece. Like who
Plus
being One Piece right now?
that huge like lore drop for the fruit itself, how like, the Navy's been trying to get their hands on it for years. And like
Yeah,
straight quote, it's like the fruit itself has been avoiding us. I'm just like,
it's
freedom, bro.
insane. It's
Freedom.
insane. I
Freedom is
just
the theme of this anime or of this piece of
my
art.
own I guess my only complaint is if they known that this has been the fruit the entire time and Luffy has had this fruit the entire time of his pirate career, the fuck are they doing twiddling their thumbs? Maybe you can make the excuse of, oh, they wasn't sure if he was gonna awaken.
I'm
I don't
assuming
know.
it's just the kings who knew, like, those people in the room. I'm assuming
The
everybody else in the
Gorosei.
Navy have no idea what the fuck it
No, but
is.
like that's what I'm saying. Like if the Gorosei knew, why was he not a top priority at all? Like he was made a top priority over Nico Robin, like and the same arc. Like a couple chapters after, it's like, no, 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 fuck Nico Robin. Get Luffy, kill him now. Interrupt that fight with Kaido, and this Blue
It's
Scarf dude's like,
probably
what?
because they saw that he was going to awaken it soon, so they were just like, yeah, no, we need to stop this.
Yeah, but I'm like, they shouldn't have done that sooner when he was weaker. Like
Yeah.
I don't get why you just wait. It's like, wait, before he awakens, kill him now when he's almost at his peak. Like, I think y'all too late.
Yeah. All right. Well, a little discussion for the latest chapter aside. Let's move on to, since we were talking about movies a second ago, the Jujutsu Kaisen movie has sold 9.8 million tickets in the US and has also made over $27 million.
Ah, love my boy
Love to
winning.
see it.
Utah, I love it. My boy Utah eating. He ah,
All
I
the
just love
more
it.
to show that, anime movies in the US are kind of getting up there. Cuz I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
ain't
that's more money than like Batman made this week, which is crazy.
yeah, it is. It actually is.
Cuz Batman made like 26 mil, I think.
Yeah, and this movie's been out for 3 weeks now,
Yeah.
and just beat Batman for this week, and I'm like, bro, this is insane, and it's only gonna go up from here. Ain't no going down. It's
Nope.
going on up.
Nope. No going down. Well, unless it's like a, not so popular anime, but as long as the anime is, popping, that's all that matters. It's a done deal.
Exactly.
You got any thoughts on this, Brennan? You happy?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's like I saw the movie. It's a good movie, and like, but I mean, shit, I wish I was making that money.
Mhm.
I don't know because I mean, yeah, I'm happy if it makes a difference in like movies coming out sooner,
Yeah.
but the likelihood of it, like, I mean, It might, but if it's not, then it's kind of just like, damn, then what you making all this money for? Like, shit.
For real. All right. Moving on to unfortunately the last bit of anime news that we got. I'm pretty sure. So JoJo's Stone Ocean Part 2, or the continuation at least, will be coming in the fall according to Netflix. Now, I have a question for you, Adrian.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that they're going to do weekly or just drop it all at once again?
They're gonna drop it all at once. I'm this. I just have a big feeling that they're gonna drop it all at once, and it's not even gonna be all of it either. They're probably gonna do another 12 episodes, and then they're gonna do like the last part, which is probably gonna be the year after. And I'm like, God, I don't want that to happen, but
See,
I just
I'm
feel like
just confused because like they did Comey Can't Communicate weekly and they saw how popular it was. So like and I know for a fact Netflix saw how fast Stone Ocean dropped off. So like if you don't switch it up and make it weekly, like not only are you killing your own show, but at the same time you're like completely ignoring the trend that you are seeing with another anime that is slightly less popular.
yeah, and just I don't know this, like the whole JoJo's as a whole, and the people how they felt how Netflix handled this was super poorly.
Yeah.
Like I seen this is like a fake account, so it's not real, but like a fake David Production account, which is the one that animates JoJo's. Just like, yeah, look how shit, dude. Netflix handled us. Like, what the fuck? And
Yeah.
then you just get the likes, and the likes were just there were a lot of likes for something that was just a fake account too, and I thought
Yeah.
it was real too. But like, I feel like that shows like a lot of what how the JoJo's community feel, how Netflix is handling Part 6 of JoJo's. Like, making it weekly would have done so much better than just dropping it all at once, and then not giving us news about when we should see the next part at all.
See,
Just
because
like, oh
like
yeah, that's
for me, I feel like if they dropped those episodes like all at once, and then the next like season rolls around, and then there's more, like like 4 seasons in a row, they just decided to drop them all at once. You know what I mean? Like that would make
hmm
sense to me. But like if you're gonna drop it all at once, wait like what 8 months, drop another batch, and then continue doing that. That makes no sense. Why not just do it weekly?
yeah. I don't know what the fuck Netflix is doing because like they don't. It's not like they done. At least from my knowledge, they never done something like this before.
Well, they do it
And
with their shows all the time, but like it
oh yeah,
just goes back to like if you look at Comey Can't Communicate, it's a completely different thing that they do. It's weekly, so why wouldn't you do JoJo's weekly when JoJo's is an infinitely bigger property?
not only that, but JoJo's been doing weeklies ever since like I've recently. I'm not saying recently. I've caught up to JoJo's when Part 5 was still ongoing, and that was weekly.
Yeah,
So it just I don't think it made sense to just do the batches or do quick batches. Don't tell when we're gonna see next seasons or next part 4 or Part 6. I mean,
yeah,
and leaving your fans hanging like that because it's just kind of dumb.
yeah.
But that's my that's all I gotta say for it.
Yeah, because like I don't know. For me, I'm just like, um if you want to just drop it, like at least give an update. Like be like, "Yeah, we dropped it. It's coming in like X amount of months. Here's like a trailer or something." I don't know. I feel like that would
Yeah.
be such a bet. Like I know it's Netflix as a corporation. They don't give a fuck, but like I just feel like it's weird. It's just that's the only word that I have to that comes to mind. It's just weird because every other anime that they have is weekly, but why isn't JoJo's? Unless that's
Well,
something that like the creator of JoJo's wants.
no, I'd highly doubt that's what he wanted because it doesn't even make sense for him to want it like that when it's been previously weekly. It hasn't seemed like he has a problem with it like at all. So
Yeah.
You know, us anime fans are funny, bro. We be watching episodes weekly and we're like, fuck, man, I just want the next episode to come out. We get all the episodes at once and we're like, fuck, man, the hype died down so fast that it needs to come out weekly.
well, for this, what I'm thinking is like for Part 6 is like different because like we're used to it being weekly, so we're like it's better for us to, as much as some people don't like to admit, and even I. it's probably better for us to just have it weekly.
It's not even
'Cause, like,
anime fans, dude. Like, it's just fans in general of everything. Cause like people were complaining that like people have been complaining about it, like everything being dropped down at once for Netflix for like ever. It's just people not knowing what they want.
Yeah, I don't know. When I watched Seven Deadly Sins, I was happy that it was all there and I could just knock it out
Yeah, but like
until, it got to later seasons.
For Stranger Things, everybody was like starting to complain that it all comes out at once and it's too much to watch at once. And I'm just like,
Oh, wow.
then don't watch it
Be
all at
happy you got
once.
anything.
Honestly. But that aside, unless you guys have more to say.
mm-mm.
All right. So that concludes the anime section because we don't really have any other news that is worth mentioning. But let's move into the DC stuff because we got Moon Knight came out this week, so we want to end that off with Moon Knight. First order of business. The Batman deleted scene with the Joker got released. I haven't seen it yet, but y'all feel free to tell me what the hell happened.
From what I remembered, because this was a week ago since I watched it. It's Batman interrogating the Joker with information, trying to figure out who this Riddler might be, how he can like catch him.
Mm-hmm.
The Joker opened up was like, "Oh, it's almost been a year anniversary," stuff like that. I forgot exactly how the conversation goes. Joker doesn't really help him. And if anything, Joker kind of attacks the Batman character.
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly what he said. I don't fucking remember. But this one actually does look scary. This like the character design for this Joker might be like horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
You see how emaciated his face is. Like he actually sees scars on his face. So it kind of looks like how they have like the scrapped idea for Heath Ledger's a Joker, where he actually has scars on his face, and
Yeah.
especially like make a smiley face. They have it for this Joker. So I feel like that's a dope concept, especially for how dark the themes are for this Batman. If they decide to make a trilogy, or how, fuck, I lost my train of thought.
You're good.
But it does make sense for this Batman, how dark it is. So other than that, though, it's not much I remember that I can say for this Joker.
It was I enjoyed it. It was definitely, like you said, a little more of like a I guess horrific take on the Joker. Probably following more of the like I think there's a storyline where he like falls in like a pit of like acid
Yeah.
type stuff.
Mhm.
So it's probably going off of more of like that backstory. And I loved how like he just seems so smart, like genuinely like smart. Cause he literally like calls out Riddler's plan, like with what, reading like a couple newspaper things. So it kind of shows off that like while Joker is obviously fucking insane and just like completely like out of his mind, that doesn't change the fact that he's a smart person.
Interesting. So, speaking of never mind. I'm not going to disrespect Ezra Miller like that, even though he probably
Nah,
is a
disrespect
psychopath.
them. Disrespect
Dog.
them.
So let's just break it. Ezra Miller got arrested again. And I say again because he's been arrested a handful of times for basically the same thing. He went to a bar, got a little too drunk, and got violent. Last time it happened, he tried to strangle somebody, and this time he threatened to kill someone. Look, there's a reason why I don't really care for him, and I'm still absolutely baffled why DC has not fired this man yet, because the last time it happened, I think, was during the filming for The Flash, and he just needs to be fired, dude. That's just me. Look. Anyways, that's all. Ezra Miller got arrested. That was the whole point. It's yo. You got a
Dude, just take
comment,
him off the
Brendan?
Flash. Just
Thank
take
you.
him off the Flash, bro. Listen, he's clearly just not like, bro, kids are supposed to be looking up to this guy. Like he's the Flash. Kids are gonna look up to him.
Look,
And man's been
I know a
arrested
lot of people got a
like
bunch of
multiple
shit to
times.
say about Marvel, but like at least they make the people that work for them people like they yes they force them or request at least for them to hold up certain values. But like, at least the people who work for Marvel, if you look up to them, they're at least like good people, or at least at the time that they work there.
Like, I don't even want to say Ezra Miller's necessarily a bad person,
I'm not
but
saying
he's
he's a
not
bad person,
learning
but like
from mistakes.
Chris
He's
Evans ain't
like,
out here getting arrested. Robert Downey Jr. made a complete 180 like in his life. You know, we could go on and on about every single actor or actress that works for Marvel. They're all like they're not out here doing stupid shit is my point.
well, that's what I'm saying. Ezra Miller's just not learning from his mistakes. Like, you would think after one time you would learn, like, okay, let me not get like that drunk in public, or at all for that matter.
Yeah, like I don't know.
But he's not.
Because if I
And
was a
like,
famous
who knows?
person,
This could halt the movie.
I don't think it
Who
will because
knows?
it's already finished filming.
Oh, is it? I
I'm
mean, I
pretty
didn't know
sure it
that,
is. Because isn't it
but
supposed to be coming out sometime this year?
Yeah.
God, I hope not.
Look, I don't even know if I'm keeping this in, but regardless, let's just move on to.
Hold on. I do want to say what's scary for DC is this Flash movie is supposed to like soft reboot the DC universe, the cinematic universe or entertainment universe, whatever the DCEU.
Yeah.
And like that means like Ezra Miller is like Tom Holland's Spider-Man of Marvel's Phase 4. Like, he is so critical to like the restart up of DCEU
Yeah.
that this really like, DC's definitely gonna have to talk to him and probably like figure out something to get him on a better track or something. Because like at this point, like, you're using a character to soft reboot, and then what? Like, the next movie you're gonna try to soft reboot him or just change actors. Like, it's kind of a tough situation for DC.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they just make bad decisions. Oh,
Consistently.
actually, since we're still talking about DC, another bad decision, speaking of.
Oh,
Have y'all
no.
seen this Faze comic with Batman that I fucking.
Oh, was that was real?
It's real.
Yeah, they
It's
actually
real.
collaborated.
What the
It's
fuck?
real and it's horrible.
I thought, dude, when I looked at the comment or the shit you sent, it was like, yo, Batman, he's a gamer. I'm like, what the fuck? Batman,
Yeah,
did
what did
Batman really think
Mr.
the gamer
Freeze
could
say?
stop me?
What
He
did
said,
Mr.
did Batman
Freeze?
really think a gamer could stop me?
Yes, sir.
I'm like,
And
what
then
the
Robin
fuck is
over
that?
here is like, but for this, we'll need the world's greatest gamers. Look, I'm sorry, and I love DC, don't get me wrong. But what the fuck, dude?
He's talking
Like,
to fucking
Marvel,
Banks.
look, I'm not even gonna be biased. Marvel makes some stupid decisions too. Like, at least from what I've heard, the Weekend comic wasn't bad, but like, why are you teaming up with the Weekend? Like, they both make stupid decisions
Money.
is my point, but at least Marvel isn't out here fucking teaming up with like G2 or some shit. Like, I
I think
I've
it's
got
fun.
nothing,
Batman
man.
is talking
It's
to Faze
so
Banks.
dumb. It is
But you gotta
so
think
dumb.
you gotta think they're trying to appease to like gamers too, because not every gamer is like a comic person.
Yeah, but
But
look,
it's like broadening your audience, or at least
it's not
trying to. Is it
even
the
that
best
it's
way?
trying
No,
to.
but
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
but
I'll get in. I'll
it's
get in line with that. But like, nobody's gonna be like, oh, well, no. I'm gonna say this, and then I already know that there's going to be people who are like, oh, it's the Phase Clan. Let me pick this up. Like, anyway, look, I'm done talking about DC for right now because it's a fucking mess. Anyways,
I'll say I'm proud of FaZe Clan. They're doing big things, bro. They've teamed up with a lot of people.
I mean, hey, yeah, actually,
They
you're
moving
right.
up.
To bring
They
something
got Snoop
positive
Dogg.
out of this, they got Snoop Dogg, and now they're working with fucking Batman. Like,
They've worked with Manchester City.
really?
They've worked with yeah, they've worked with a lot of people. They've brought into more than just like an esport thing. Like,
That's cool.
they're big.
That's cool. Like, even though this shit is cringy as hell, that's cool. Anyways,
Yeah.
the Nova movie. Supposedly, I'm not confirming anything, but supposedly there's a Nova movie that is being like in the works, and it's going to be focusing on my favorite version of Nova, which is Richard Rider. And boys, you think Captain Marvel is the one out here saving hoes and protecting the universe or the galaxy? Nah, it's Nova. And yeah, look, dude, he doesn't take a day off. He's the greatest. I love Nova. I can't wait to see. I just hope this movie is actually going to happen, and I can't wait to see it if it's true. What are y'all
Um,
thoughts? Because
I
I'm gonna
want
just sit here and nerd out.
I want to see a Nova movie because I want to see more of a character that's only been shown in like TV series, other than like the comics, of course. But he seems like a dope character that I might like, so I want to see him. That's all I got. I don't know too much about Nova as a character.
All right, so you know those memes about Gojo sending
Yeah,
Yuta to on missions like all the fucking time like a slave.
yeah.
So the Nova Core hive mind, I forget what it's specifically called, but that hive mind is Gojo and Yuta is Nova.
Bro,
Every time that he finishes a mission, he's got to go to the other side of the galaxy to go save somebody or to save a different planet.
oh my God, this
Man's
man
literally is
has been working,
slaving. Yes.
working all day, every day, no breaks, no
No
matter.
breaks. He gets
Boy,
no
he like
breaks.
Nanami, boy. He hitting that OT.
Exactly. He gets no days off. Barely has time to sleep. Man's I love him. So, in case y'all haven't noticed, Moon Knight dropped this week. I haven't heard anybody talk about it, and granted, it's only been out for however many hours at the point that we've been recording this, but I haven't heard
I was
anyone
about to say,
talking
it dropped
about it.
today, bro. Chill.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But what I have heard is that it's really good so far, and they're spitting facts because this first episode was fire.
They not wrong, bro. Especially the last 10 minutes. Oh boy.
Dude,
Oh boy.
yeah, I look. Those last 10 minutes were intense, bro. Especially when Mark Spector is out here being like, "Steven, give me the fucking torch."
He said, "Let me control, please, so we can both get the fuck out of here."
I really do like that they were like playing into the I'm just hallucinating kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was like, this isn't real, and then his reflection of all things is like, no, this is real.
So he's like, "Hey, get your hand in, head in the game, buddy. We gotta go. Let
Get your
me
head in the
in."
game.
Yeah, I mean, bruh, I just find it insane. Like he literally just he just doesn't know. He's already had his leg chained up to the bed. So I was thinking first episode we're gonna like see the origin of it,
Mm,
and then like we'll progressively see more. But no, we're already like in the middle of it. Obviously, because of the first couple minutes we see him chained to the bed, and
yeah.
there's obviously a reason for that, and that's because he doesn't know where the fuck he's going at night. He's like waking up, has no sleep or no recollection of where he's been. So I find that very interesting.
Well, speaking
He's
of,
not even aware of like multiple personality. Like he
yeah.
wasn't aware that he had it, which I
Yeah.
thought was an interesting thing.
Well, I mean, he was aware to like a certain extent, but not like to that level. You know what I mean? Because like
Yeah,
I think he just thought that he like would get up in the middle of the night and go places, but
you're
I
not
think it
wrong. He
yeah,
didn't
but
think
then
that
it
it got in him.
and then it eventually became more and more evident that like maybe there's something else going on. But what I was trying to say was I think this was a really good pilot episode, especially for like this character because it kind of like I was saying, it kind of eases you into things because it very much focuses on the Steven perspective until towards the end of the show because or of the episode because every time that he shifts into the Mark Spector persona, it's just blank for us. We don't see anything that happens. We just go from one moment to the next of what Steven's perspective is. And I really thought that was really interesting. And like
The
cinematically pleasing, I guess would be I don't know what the actual word is, but like that's just the best thing that I can think of.
I will say the one thing that kind of threw me off was when you first hear the voice and it sounds like the trailer, like a Disney movie's coming out, and the character can like hear the voice of the trailer and they're like looking
Mhm.
around like, what? Like, who
Yeah.
the fuck is talking right now? That's what it kind of reminded me of, but like it bothered me, like that sound, that type of sound bothered me less and less as the episode went on. I love the and the idiot's back.
The god just roasting him in his own body.
Yeah, I love how
Really?
Khonshu was just roasting the hell out of him for no reason.
He's like begging him, like, bro, please let Mark control. I'm begging you, let him control you, bro. There's one thing I was just had a question about. It was like the goatfish and why it just for some reason just grew his fin back.
So
Kind of.
what I'm assuming is that he the fish died and Mark bought him a new one so he wouldn't think that anything changed. But given that, the original one had one fin and the one that he bought had two, obviously Steven was able to put two and two together.
Oh, okay. So I was just like, for some reason, I was like thinking, like, does Moon just have
I
so
was
many
just
properties?
I was kind of like, why? Because like he was gone for 2 days. Granted, he was gone for 2 days, but at the same time, he was gone for 2 days, so why did the fish die?
You're not being fed, bro. Fish are easy to kill.
Yeah,
Bro, if you don't
probably
feed
haven't
them for
eaten.
2 days, they're gonna die.
Yeah.
This is why fish are mid-ass pets.
And keep in mind, he fed it in the morning though, so it went all day, then a whole other day, then a whole other day after that.
Still 2 days.
It depends on how long.
Technically
Specifically, that
3 almost.
goldfish can last without eating. I don't know how long they last without eating.
I don't know, bro. All I'm saying, fish are mid-ass pets. That's my pet review for this week.
Pet review next
Pet
week.
review.
German Shepherds.
Honestly, but you know, if you've listened to this podcast before when we're talking about Marvel stuff, I'm kind of like the encyclopedia for Marvel, but I'm excited because this is the one of the this is the only Marvel character that they've shown us so far, I should say, that I know next to nothing about. So the fact that pretty much all of this is new to me is really exciting because like I'm kind of like a kid in a candy shop for every single Marvel movie that's happened, but like now I also get like the I have no idea what to expect with any of these characters kind of feel. So for once, I'm kind of like y'all. I have no idea what's going on, and I'm just here for the ride.
Bro, I'm just excited because I low-key love like Egyptian mythology and like
Egyptian
shit like
mythology
that.
is
So
cool as
I'm
shit.
like,
It
That
really
was
is.
like
I'm ready.
every time that like I was in history class and we were covering like Egyptian stuff, I was always there for it because like I don't know what it is, but like Eastern mythology specifically is so fascinating to me because like whether it be like the Chinese mythology, the Celtic mythology, the Norse mythology, yada yada yada. It makes me really excited, and the fact that like this phase of Marvel is kind of focusing on the stuff that like we haven't seen outside of the Norse stuff because it's even supposedly going to be focusing on like some of the Greek gods too in the next Thor movie. So like the fact that they're throwing all of this mythological shit at us this phase is really cool.
Oh, what a great day to be a mythology fan. To be honest,
Yeah, bro, the mythological stands.
you
Get
said
ready, bro.
you mean to tell me Greek mythology is better than Egyptian mythology? Get out of here.
Nah, bro. Look, Greek mythology may be, one of the higher tiers, but I think Egyptian mythology is cooler just because it's like that whole aesthetic is just really fascinating to me.
I don't know. I mean, for me, it was always Greek and Rome, even though I got those two fucking mixed up all the time. I was like, yo, they're actually dope as hell. And as a kid, but which one
Bro,
did I prefer? I have no idea.
look, all I'm saying is League of Legends fans, get ready. Or
I'm
Smite, I
ready.
don't
I'm ready.
remember
I'm
which one
ready.
focuses on gods, but yeah.
Smite.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say League of Legends.
I
What are
don't
you
remember
talking about? Arc
they're
season 2,
they're
Arcane.
both fucking they've got too many characters, both of them.
Yeah, Smite's the one with the gods. You have
Yeah, and this is why Smite is better because Smite focuses on gods.
Yeah, you even get to read their lore. They tell you shit about gods too.
Exactly,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Smite is better than League. Fight
You
me.
can learn something.
Exactly. Anyways, if you're a League stan, please don't hate on us. Just accept the
Or
fact that
hate
we
on
don't like
us.
League. Yeah, or hate on
Any
us.
publicity is bad is a good publicity, so
I'm
Listen,
dead.
all I'm saying is Arcane was very well done. It's good.
Facts. Facts.
I'm not
Speaking of
I'm not a League
Arcane,
fan.
Unless we have anything else to say about Moon Knight, because like not a lot. Like it was a 45-minute episode, right?
Yeah, I would
But
say so.
not a lot happened until like the end, because like we said, it was kind of just setting up what to expect. So yeah,
He fought the werewolf though, or whatever the fuck that was.
it's not even
So,
really a werewolf. It's just a Mit's dog, I think.
so I was gonna say maybe we can like tie it into the when he first made his appearance. He actually fought a werewolf.
I mean, it could. I don't know. It could be referencing that. Who the fuck knows? Oh, actually, since we're talking about that, I really like that this show is like very out there from what we can like normally expect from Marvel. Like, yes, sure, Doctor Strange has already filled that bill, but like with him, it's like extra dimensional shit. And now with Moon Knight, we're kind of seeing like the supernatural spectrum, and I think that like if this show goes over really well, it's just gonna make me more excited for Blade, because Blade is just more of this shit.
Vampire more oriented, but I would love to see Blade
That's what
too,
I'm
or
saying. Because
Blade
like
and like
Dude, I'm
if people
excited
can
for Blade.
accept the weird things that are going to happen in this show, like just seeing vampires and werewolves is probably not going to be that big of a stretch either. And like I don't know about y'all, but like for me at this point, what we've seen, like aliens and shit, might as well throw in vampires and werewolves and everything else.
shit, bro. It don't matter at this point.
That's what I'm saying,
Can
bro.
we also talk about how like pretty brutal this TV show has already like kind of been?
Oh
Like
yeah, with like
Yeah,
homie's jaw just straight up being broken within like the
that, and
first
then
like
it
10
cuts to
minutes.
him being like bloody all over the place, and then you see clearly he like shot the guy in the head or whatever, and then he fell out of the car.
Yeah.
And then when they're chasing him, the logs come out and take two people out, like pretty
Oh
brutal.
yeah.
yeah.
That's
I was
actually true.
even though it was like they like a like a Egyptian like thing. I don't know. Was it like an Anubis type thing? I know Anubis is the god, but I forgot what the
Isn't he the god of? He's hell. He's either god of hell
he's the
or
god
the
of
god of
like
death.
Are you talking about
he's
Anubis?
he's
Yeah,
like
Anubis is the
Anubis
god of death, I
dictates whether
think.
you go to heaven or hell essentially. Um
it's
Well,
not Anubis.
but
It's
that's
something
a
else.
myth. That's the one that has the balance scale. I could be wrong. I have no idea. I
yeah,
don't
that's
know
No,
Anubis.
Egyptian gods. No, that's not Anubis. That's a different god.
it's not.
Anubis is the one that looks like a jackal.
The jackal, that's what I'm thinking of. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
And yeah, Anubis carries around a scale.
Yeah, but that's a completely different god that like the villain is
Like
associated
worshiping.
with,
Yeah.
because
No,
he
no,
straight
I
up
know
says
that. I'm
it's a
saying
her.
no. I'm saying Anubis is the god that kind of like I don't know what god he is. I don't know. It's like a weird thing because he does have something to do with like judging on whether you are good or bad, like Anubis does. But anyways, that's beside the point. Jackal, the jackal thing. My point was, it was still pretty brutal to see him in his Moon Knight costume and just completely like bash the thing's face in.
Yeah.
Bro, you looked inside the bathroom. The bathroom was like a fucking hell. Like
Yeah.
he just. I don't know what happened. In, like the quick seconds we didn't see, but god damn, that thing got fucked up.
Hey, bro, we also need to talk about the fact that Mark is a stud, bro. Hey, bro, he was pulling all the girls for him, literally.
He really was. And then he has one baby girl on the phone number that he just refused to call back.
Yeah, crazy.
And Dick was so good, she was calling for months.
I'm dead.
She's like, I
That makes
thought
me
you
wonder,
died.
like, I wonder what's the longest amount of time that Mark was like in control.
I think probably that trip. At least that we've seen.
Which trip?
The
Well,
trip
because
to
he said that
Egypt.
he was gone for 2 days, so
Oh
that means
yeah.
that he would have been out for at least 2 days.
No, yeah. But I mean, like like even out of that we haven't seen, because for him to have a whole girl like set up and calling him friends, like I wonder if he like had like a like maybe a year or two or whatever,
Yeah.
where like it was only Mark.
He might be the OG personality. Could be. That's my speculation on that.
I think he is, but I don't know.
I'm very interested and excited to see where this goes.
Anyways, I had something to say, but I honestly forgot it. So let's just move on to our last segment. What is Weebly Weedin?
Okay. I guess fuck it. I'll go first since we always fight over who goes. Um, I haven't been reading it much. Shit, I'm still behind on Monster. I say behind, but I just haven't finished Monster. I'm almost done. I probably have like 9 episodes. I've been kind of holding back on it because now I've been for the first time watching the Potter series. Now, the first movie, I ain't gonna lie, kind of poopy. Like it does a good job at setting up the story, world building, all that good stuff. But compared to the other movies that just comes after, it's kind of poopy. The second movie is pretty cool. It's a lot better than the first one. The third movie was really good. I really like how like you see more of Voldemort's like not progression. What do I want to say? More of his
Which one's the third
influence.
movie?
The Prison of Azkaban.
Azkaban?
Azkaban. Fuck. I thought it was Akazan. But yeah.
No, Azkaban.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Didn't I tell you things pick up after Prisoner of Azkaban?
Yeah, you're right. You were definitely right. Seeing Voldemort actually pull more strings and even like having a little bit of a red herring because I always thought I thought Sirius Black was actually like he was a legit real deal. He's gonna come after Harry Potter and he's gonna fuck him up because he's angry. He's like, hey, you gonna lock me up for 12 years. But no, he's actually a really cool dude. It's a rat. Of course, it's a fucking rat because they're dirty. Fuck rats. Anywho, I'm on the fourth movie. I'm like halfway through, but the tournament seems awesome. The very first like couple minutes of the movie, it just picks up like that. I'm like, God damn. I mean, we're just sprinting. We just running. Um, Another thing I just have a slight issue with is Ron's a bitch. I can I say that? Ron was bitter as hell in the fourth movie. Like I don't understand why I just genuinely don't understand why he was so mad at Potter getting the Goblet of Fire or was being or participating in it. Do y'all know? Because I just couldn't pick it up.
Um, I mean, one, he wasn't like it was just the whole against the rule thing. I don't remember exactly why he was like big mad pressed about it. Um, I don't. It might have also been like he was kind of worried about him. Like this shit's dangerous, and you did something stupid like that, and probably thought it was like to partially get attention from other people.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not 100% sure. I don't like remember too much, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's that he was like having people go against him too, and I was like, it just felt so off. Like it almost seemed like he just didn't care about Harry Potter at that point. Whether it's because like he doesn't want to associate with him when he just dies in in the tournament, or he just Harry just fools him and he just makes him feel like stupid for the entire time for him when he was in the Goblet of Fire. I don't know. I just felt like he was extremely bitter in this movie, especially for at least halfway. He's still bitter towards Hermione. Is that her name? Or am I saying it right?
Hermione.
Hermione. Yeah. I feel like there's also a love triangle too, but I'll have to see if that's developing. So, other than that, Harry Potter's a good series. I just gonna cause some controversy. I still have Star Wars over. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Anywho, who's next?
Uh, Brennan, I guess. I don't know.
Nothing new for me. I read chapter 802 of One Piece, but I was kind of like laying down and partially falling asleep, so I
Right.
didn't continue reading. But I'm starting to read One Piece, so I'll catch up in the next like it depends on how much time I like dedicate to reading it. Dictate, wrong word. Uh how much time I dedicate to reading it. But if I can manage to get hooked, y'all know in like 2 weeks I'll be caught up, if even that, depending on how much time I have.
True, true.
Yeah, other than that, same old thing. Tokyo's Revengers didn't have a chapter this week, so I'm really sad. Um That one that me and Diego started. What is it called, Diego? The Earthchild one.
Oh yeah,
I'm finally starting to see how it's circling back into a romance manga. So that's interesting.
I still have not read any of it since the first chapter.
It's interesting, bro. It's interesting.
I think I'm gonna
And
wait until like 10 chapters come out to start reading it.
that's fair. But yeah, that's really it. And then just reading my usual stuff, um the usual, the Yashimon, JJK, Black Clover, all that stuff as usual.
Yeah. All right. Well, for me, what I've been reading, I don't remember. Did I say this on the last week's podcast? But like, I'm in the 1,000 year Blood War arc now.
Did you? No, I actually you did say it last time. I remember.
Oh
Pretty sure
well,
you did say it.
it was either last week or whenever you and I were having a conversation. I don't remember. But yeah, that's honestly all that I've been reading really. I'm just, slowly grinding through Bleach. Part of me really kind of wants to wait till the anime comes out because what I have read so far is straight gas. So, I don't know if I want to wait for the anime or just blaze through it and hopefully forget by the time that the anime comes out. But
Yes, sir.
I would
but yeah.
personally blaze through it. But
And
that's
honestly, outside of that, I have been slacking so hard on everything else. Like, I haven't even been doing anything either, which is the weird part. Cause like I haven't really been uploading that much on YouTube. I've just been not existing outside of this podcast and work, to be honest. Cause like
Me too.
I've fallen behind on every single anime that I watch. I haven't been reading a damn thing. And yeah,
Hey, bro. Big things about to come out of
facts.
anime.
Facts.
You just gotta catch up beforehand.
Yeah, I do. I haven't even. Anyways, let's just end this week's episode. Oh, Brennan, since you can't say weird shit, you do the fucking outro.
You think I can't say weird shit?
Just do it. Just
As
get it
always,
over with.
guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was I feel like it was a pretty calm episode,
It was quick too. I
It
don't
was a
even think
quick,
we've been
calm
recording for
episode.
an hour.
Yeah, I mean, just not much really happened this week. There wasn't much to talk about. No AOT episode, but next week about to go crazy.
Facts.
Next week's gonna be the last episode. Hopefully, we'll see some more.
Yeah, crazy.
I hope it get canceled after next week's episode.
Oh my god. AOT's biggest hater. God
I'm
damn.
just kidding.
Anyways, as usual, hit up our links in the description. Diego's
Make sure to
YouTube,
subscribe if that statement triggered you, by the way.
or unsubscribe. That's perfectly fine too.
No, don't unsubscribe, damn it.
Follow Adrian's Twitch that he still does not stream on.
Sorry about that.
Follow Jay even though he's not here. Don't follow my Popstagram because I'm still not posting on it, so don't even worry about it.
Ooh, I'm at 550
And
subs. Make sure to you know, boost that number a
get
little
him
bit.
back down to 500.
Bruh.
Just kidding. I guess we can get him to 600, or we can try to get him to 600. But I hope you enjoyed your meal. I hope you enjoyed your shift. I hope you enjoyed your drive home. I hope you enjoyed your. Did I already say dinner? Probably. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I hope you enjoyed your lunch, your breakfast. Most
Just-
importantly, I hope you enjoyed your shift.
Nope.
Take it easy, y'all.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Please don't stop listening to us. Please.
Or do.
Fuck you.